Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Happy hashtag Sunshine Saturdays. Currently, Ronnie and I are meeting our friend Will in Hooksett, New Hampshire to see Marianne Williamson speak. And I think we just saw the van that she's in. We're really early. I'm nervous. Ronnie bought a book to have her sign, so wish us luck. We're just gonna hang out in New Hampshire and hand it out.
Thank you. That's so kind of you. Thank you.
Hey.
Not us both. We're with Will.
I feel like the famous one.
I know, we're both like filming you.
You guys should just make one.
Hi.
One in.
Class, but that anyone should be able to have a life of their dreams, do whatever they want to do, live on that level of radical liberty, as long as it does not hurt anyone else. And our ancestors responded to segregation and the institutionalized suppression of black people in the American South with the civil rights movement. I'm running for president because it's our turn now. There are undemocratic forces that become ensconced within the workings of the United States government. Today, it's not a particular institution like slavery or institutionalized suppression of women. Today, it's an economic paradigm. And this paradigm has now gripped the way we operate, both politically and economically. And it is embodied in a matrix of corporate power. Those forces now exercise such economic tyranny over the United States that they have turned Washington into a system of legalized bribery. There is a unlimited undue influence. Joe Biden really wants to help people. He wants to help people survive what is inherently an unjust economic system. I want to end the injustice. It's not enough to just help people. When you have 70% of Americans who are living with chronic economic stress, a majority of Americans who live paycheck to paycheck, and we have a majority of Americans who cannot afford to absorb a $500 unexpected expenditure. People talk about the mental health crisis. Can we talk about root cause here? And one of the reasons I am particularly infuriated as a citizen and as a mother at the fact that so many of our young people are carrying these college loan debts. When I think of who I was when I was in my 20s, when the only reason you ever took out those loans was because you're trying to live the American dream, to self-actualize, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. This country's insane with these loans. But I said, what's naive is to think that we can reasonably guarantee ourselves that our great-great-grandchildren will even be able to thrive on this planet in another 100 years if we don't at least try. Speaking of our children and our grandchildren, we also need an entire department of children and youth. I want to convene the greatest minds in America on early childhood. 90% of the brain is developed in the first 5 years. We have children who are traumatized before preschool, and we have it in our power to begin the world over again. That's what the abolitionists did. They looked at slavery and they went, no, we're not going to do that anymore. That's what the women suffragists did. They looked at institutional suppression of women and they went, we're not going to do that anymore. It is the most traditionally American thing to do, and especially in a state that says live free or die. We are not functionally a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. We are now functionally a nation and a government of the corporations, by the corporations, and for the corporations. This is a state of emergency. And there are various factors. And please go to Marianne2024.com and please look at the issues menu.
I have been texting everyone I know to vote tomorrow in the primaries. After this, I'm actually going to go lobby to a bunch of restaurants and bars, tell people, spread the word. I feel like a lot of people just don't know who to vote for, so if I kind of pitch to vote for Marianne, we have a very good chance of winning. So this is the first time that I've actually been really excited about a candidate, just because I really believe in what she talks about, especially because it is an economic oligarchy, and the fact that she wants to take that down to the root cause, I feel like that's the only way to actually make progress in the country. I also do feel like the whole wage gap, there's no middle class anymore, and as a broke college student, I totally understand. I have so much debt and it gives me a lot of stress and anxiety, so she totally hit the nail on the head.